Me and Shay have come out fossil hunting today. We've already made it down to the beach, and Shay's gone to one part of the beach and I'm going to go and have a look at a different part of the beach. After we've had a look, we'll meet up, compare our finds, and hopefully we get some good fossils today.
It's been some really stormy weather. Lots of snow has also been laid on the path down to the beach. Due to the rough storms, the sea has undoubtedly churned over much of the beach. There's almost certainly going to be lots of nice fossils laid around, just ready to be picked up. Me and Shay are both really looking forward to today's fossil hunt.
Let's start having a look at this part of the beach first and see what fossils there is to be found.
Straight away we can see this big belemnite, one of these squid-like creatures, and preserved next to it is part of a fossilised tree. Nice big piece of fossilised wood. Pretty nice to see those two fossils preserved next to each other. And just a little bit further along, I've spotted another nodule covered in these belemnites. I'll go over and show you it now. This block that we are on our way over to have a look at is definitely far too big to actually take home. It's in an enormous boulder which wouldn't physically be able to be carried. Nonetheless, we'll have a good look at it and we'll be leaving it here for other people to have a look at as well as they walk along. Here's the slab covered in all of the belemnite fossils. You can see the slab is absolutely covered in them. A lot smaller than the ones that we've just looked at. However, it's really nice seeing them all together like this. It's quite interesting to imagine just how they all ended up this way. Was there a big storm that washed them all in together and they got fossilised together? Or is there some other explanation? Let us know in the comments if you have any ideas. There's also a few little ammonite fossils preserved alongside them as well. Here's some lovely shale preserved ammonites. The sea has naturally eroded the shale away from the top of them and left the fossil on the surface, and soon they'll all be worn away. But it's very nice seeing them. There's a couple more over here. These ammonites look like they're fossilised, tipped on their edge. And just across, there's also another couple that have only just started to become exposed. See here, there's only the very outer whorl showing of this specimen. Looks as though this one might be a little bit more 3D than the others, but it might just be the outer whorl. I'm sure the rest of it's probably compressed down underneath, as they often are when they're just preserved in shale like this. Nonetheless, it's still nice to see them. Just having a general look through some of this shingle, see if there's any fossils laid about. There's lots of shells from modern times that have been washed in. I haven't really seen any fossils amongst them yet. Pretty surprised we've not come across many fossils amongst all this shale. It's probably not worth spending too much time here.
Well, we've had a good look through that shingle. There wasn't much there, but there's another part of the beach just slightly further up. We'll have a look there too. I've already spotted a couple of fossils and hopefully there's some more.
There seems to be a few ammonite fossils scattered amongst these pebbles. I've already seen 3 as soon as I've just walked onto this little part of the beach. First one is right down here. Nice little specimen. And over here there is another small ammonite fossil. Looks to be nicely intact. There's also another one right there. Nice Ichthyosaur ammonite. So if we found those 3 just there, I wonder what others there are, just laying around waiting to be picked up. Let's have a look. Thought for a second there was something really interesting in this nodule down here. A lot more of the belemnites that we've already seen today. Piece of fossilised wood perhaps. Yep. It's always possible as well that there might be something else here that I don't spot, but that you spot at home. So make sure to let us know in the comments if you do spot some fossils that we don't see. Oh, just spotted another ammonite. Can you see where this one is? There's a fossil in that rock right over there. Wow, it's only small, but it's another complete ammonite, as well as a little one preserved on top of it. That's something a bit different to normal. Some fossilised coral. Don't see much of that about here. Bit of a larger ammonite right there. Quite well eroded, but still nice to see. Right, there's two pretty nice ammonite fossils in this shot. Can you see whereabouts they are? First one's pretty obvious to spot, right there. Can you see the other ammonite? The other one, if you've not spotted it just yet, it's right there. First of all, we've got this, what looks to be a Hildoceros ammonite. Pretty nice size. It's in a massive nodule. Doesn't look like there's any others inside. So we'll be leaving this one for someone else to come and have a look at. And this nodule, a little bit missing there, however, that will open so easily. Either side of this will be perfect. I'll let Shale decide if we're going to crack this one open ourselves on the beach, or if this will be one of the ammonites that we send out to people to crack open themselves at home. Either way, we'll definitely be cracking open some ammonites later in the video.
Now let's head round to the next part of the beach, see what we can find. Shay's already had a little look there, but I'm sure there's something for us to find as well.
I hope you're enjoying the video so far. There are still lots more exciting fossils to be found, as well as meeting up with Shale later on to see what he has managed to come across. Let's check out this part of the beach and see what we can find. Shale has already had a little look here prior to us coming down. He's further up the beach, hopefully with some nice finds that he's going to be able to show us. I've just spotted two nodules already which have just become exposed. Can you see where they are? So the first nodule is right over here, and you can see for certain there's an ammonite inside it, and there's another nodule right there which looks the perfect shape to contain a Ichthyosaur ammonite. Here's the first one. Oh, nice. Lovely crisp ammonite, fresh out. pretty hopeful this one is going to be at least as nice, but we'll see. Oh! There we go. And judging by the shape of it, there's probably 2 ammonites in this nodule. It's probably a double specimen. Straight off, we've got both those ammonites. It's got to be something else here as well. It's quite difficult to spot them, especially when they're so fresh out. Just spotted another one. Can you see where this nodule is? I can already tell it's definitely got an ammonite inside. I think I might have just spotted a second one actually, while I've been giving you a chance to look for the first one. So in this shot, there are 2 nodules. Might be hard to tell. If you're watching it on the big screen on your TV, you'll have a better chance of spotting them. The first nodule is down there. Get a bit closer so you can see. Oh, nice, another perfect ammonite. And the second nodule that I spotted. Get closer up so you can have a better look. Right, it's somewhere just here. Again, it's quite tricky to tell, but the nodule, it's right there. Yep, and again, perfect ammonite inside. Can't believe how many fresh specimens we found just in this little area. It's really surprising. Looks like this area of clay hasn't been churned over much by the sea. Although saying that, it's at the edge of an ammonite right there. Semi-complete ammonite. It's got a bit of a chunk missing out of it, but that's still worth opening up. The rest of the ammonite should be complete underneath actually. It's been a pretty fresh cliff fall up here. I don't suppose there's any fossils in it, but just goes to show the cliff's very unstable, especially when there's rough seas. Fair few ton of rock. It's a fair few fossilised shells and a couple of crushed ammonites preserved in the slabs. It doesn't look to be anything 3D. Still quite nice to see though, especially when they're really pyritic like those. Big impression of the Ichthyosaur, which has eroded away. All in all, just make sure to stay well away from the cliffs. Well, we've had a good look for some fossils there and found a nice selection of ammonites and other nodules. let's meet up with Shale and crack some of them open.
Well, overall, we've had a really good look for some fossils there. Shale has undoubtedly found quite a few himself, so we're going to meet up with him now and see what he's found.
I've just met back up with Aaron. We've both been searching different parts of the beach. I've got plenty of ammonites in my bag already, but I've got a few nodules just here to the side of me, which I haven't split open yet. So let's crack a few and see if there's anything inside. Get my safety goggles on. Let's start with an obvious one first. We know there's an ammonite in this one. It looks like maybe a few weeks ago, or maybe even a month ago, someone's tried to split this ammonite and it's cracked, so they've left it. But we'll try and salvage something from it. Looks like it should split open pretty easily. There's already a crack just forming there. So if we just take advantage of that, it should split open. Right, moment of truth. There we go, very nice. There's a perfect centre there. You can always just pen away these outer whorls and you'll be left with a perfect smaller ammonite. That one split open pretty easily. Let's try one which looks a little more tricky. This one looks like a lovely nodule. It's perfectly round. Let's give it a whack. Usually when the nodules get to this size, the fossils inside are quite distorted. So I won't be surprised if this follows the same trend, but we'll give it a go. Oh, looks like it's a Ichthyosaur ammonite. Hopefully it's split. Oh, perfect.
Oh, that is insane.
The other side of the ammonite's stuck on the negative, but we can always take that piece off and glue it back on the other side. I wasn't expecting that to be inside. It's a really nice surprise. I quite like how the very outer whorl's being crushed and distorted away from the rest of the ammonite. You see how it's slightly displaced there, and then it continues. That's really cool. Well, that one was a really nice surprise. Let's hope the next one can be just as awesome. I just gave it 2 or 3 taps and I couldn't see anything on the outside of the rock. And then it split. There's a perfect ammonite inside. This piece here where it's missing hasn't actually been preserved. You can see where the shell actually stops. So maybe all those millions of years ago something actually ate through the shell. It's a lovely ammonite. Really pleased with that. Goes back together perfectly. Last few to check. Nice split. Nothing inside. We started off with a lot of nodules and ended up with just these ones here. We had a Ichthyosaur, a Dactyliosaurus, and we got a few nice ones with the chambers exposed.
That's all of the fossils that we're going to be finding today. Now let's head home and look at that special fossil which I mentioned back at the start of the video. Can't wait to show you it.
Every single nodule here contains an ammonite fossil. They range from large to small ammonites and also different species. The majority of nodules here will open up really well. You can never guarantee which ones will, however these have the best chance. If you'd like a selection of ammonites to open up yourself at home, please contact us on our Instagram page, yorkshire.fossils, or alternatively visit our official website, yorkshirefossils.net, for both ammonites to open yourself, as well as fully prepared specimens. And if you do get some, I really hope you enjoy opening them, and thanks in advance for supporting what we do. Next up, we're going to be having a look at a really exciting fossil which Shale found on a previous fossil hunt. Unbelievably, he came across not one, but several Ichthyosaur vertebrae, and we're going to show you exactly how he found them. Let's have a look.
Little spider just there. If we just take this away. Oh wow, there's one behind it. God, that's amazing preservation. Looks like there's going to be a few. Oh yeah. They're so loose in this shingle as well. They're perfectly preserved. That's amazing. So we've got 5 so far. No way. This is crazy. Oh, I've got 2. Got 2 that are stuck together. See the lovely bone structure there, nice brown. Are there any more? Can't see any more just yet. I'll have a little search after this video, but let's just lay these out. So there's 3, 6, there's 8 vertebrae there. Nice long string. That's amazing. I'm really pleased with them.
That's the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. If you do decide to support the page, we really appreciate it. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video.
Just got a scenery shot now to round off the video, and we'll see you in the next one.